Well, we're here at the Goo Gaming PS5 event at CM Games. What's your name and what did you do today?
Hey guys, I'm Sammy Pshyk. Y'all might know me from that guy that speaks on the loudspeakers at regionals in North Carolina, or Tennessee, Virginia, and South Carolina. That's really obnoxious, wanting you to sign up for public events. And I won a mat and a raffle. So
Sheesh, that's a good looking mat too.
Yeah, I was surprised because I was like, man, I was hoping this would be a two-player, but like it's one player. It's pretty thick material. It feels like it's got a good weight to it. Material's real soft. I like it a lot.
I like to hear.
Feel like I'll use it at some point. But yeah, I guess I went 4 and 2. I did not top 8. I decided to use the bathroom and drop at the end of round 6. So,
True, it was unfortunate.
You know, I could have topped, but the bladder 2-0'd me in the last round. So, you know, what can you do?
It has that effect sometimes. It does.
Absolutely. But anyway, before I get in, I want to do some shout-outs. I got a couple of them here. I just want to go through. I made a list
Just
so
a
I
quick
know.
few, however many you want to do.
Yeah, I got you,
Shout
man.
out. Yeah, for sure.
First off, I want to thank Ira Russo. Man, you know, he helps me build all my decks. Jamie Jordan, he's my guy. Doesn't help me build his decks as much, but he's there. Adelena Barry is a good dude. Trust me there, y'all. Emery Shepard, like, man, he's my guy. Like, you know, he tests with me all the time. Like, it's pretty good. Veta Beard, you know, he's got a weird name. He's actually, ironically, completely clean shaven. You never believe it.
Didn't Veta Beard bubble YCS a while back? I think maybe.
Probably,
yeah,
man. I don't know. He's been playing forever. Like, he's a big Edison guy. He also plays, like, June 2012 format a lot. Not a lot of people play that, so he's like the only one I know. But he does very well at any event that he goes to for that. Usually he gets top 1 out of 1.
I know I'd heard the name. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Nathaniel Rojas, I mean, he taught me how to play soccer. Like, what else can I say? He doesn't like me to call it that, but, you know, it's just what he did. He's the one who's out there on the pitch with me every weekend, getting in shape. Not doing as well anymore with that, Nathaniel, but I appreciate you, man. Adeline Tyler, dude, I couldn't have done this without you, man. When you pulled the number off that random number generator to get me the mat, and then still gave me the time to subscribe to Goo Gaming on YouTube so I could win the mat and be eligible. I mean, that was my thing. Emmett Vu, I mean, you're new, man. Like, I haven't seen you around too much, but, you know, I feel like you deserve the shout out here. Like, you know, you're the one that read Fallen of Albaz to me today at least once, maybe twice.
Hey, that's the come up. New player come up right there.
Well, absolutely, man. You should expect to see that name more and more on the topping events coming up. We're also looking at Kimura Novak, completely unrelated to BJ Novak, creator of The Office, the US version at least. He also played Ryan on that show. I don't know if you knew BJ Novak did that, but you know, a real powerhouse talent. Completely unrelated again to Kimura Novak, but you know, he's life, man. Bishop Scott, dude, like,
What is there to say, really?
I don't know, man. Bishop's a good dude. I mean, he's right there. This one's going to be a little bit of a post-humorous one, but Aurora Everett, definitely. I mean, I miss you every day. Like, I don't know where you are in this world, what you're doing. I don't know if you can put this up anymore. I might need to cut that part out. But anyway. Camilo Franco. Dude, you drove me here. Sometimes you were co-pilot right there in the passenger seat. But, you know, without you and your driving, we might have ended up in a ditch. Who knows? Someone else could have just driven us into a ditch. Charlie David. I don't know why you spell your name Charleigh.
Also, why do you have 2 first names?
You know, he's living his life. I get that we had such talent as Ricky Bobby that really set the way, and having multiple first names, but you know, man. Onslow Stout. You know, I'm a hoppier guy. I don't really like stouts as much, but you know, you're all right. You're all right, Onslow. Chano Mosley.
Enough said.
You know what you did. Raiden Yoder. It's a pretty cool last name, Yoder. You're living your life. How much time do I have so far?
We're at 5 minutes.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Like 20 names in on this list.
Just rapid fire a few.
All right, I'm a rapid fire.
I know
say these as quick as I can. Let me take a big swig of this so I don't cough or anything.
I know there's like a lot of these people are really important to you, and you don't want to leave them out. So like,
absolutely.
Yeah, I want to give you as much time as humanly possible. The product placement, Gatorade. If you want to give us money, feel free.
Absolutely. All right.
If
I'm
not,
gonna blast y'all with about another 980 names real quick. So we're gonna rapid fire these guys. These are all really key members to my success here today. We got Emery Zimmerman, Sergio Burke, Vera Schaefer, Isaiah Novak. I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name. I feel for you, dude. We got Kayla Manila, Aiden Lim, Giovanni Wright, Grayson Mathis, Ann Walsh, Bodie Garcia. Bodie, what's up, man? Amelia Landry, Jax Strong, Margot Pope, Gunnar Vang, Madison Blair, Troy Richmond, man, you're my guy. Wide receiver, University of Ohio. Whitney Pitts, Trey Martin, Mila Powell, Bennett Edwards, Ivy Reyes, Eli Malone, Skylar Estrada, Phoenix Walters, Samra Casey, Armando Palacios. I can't pronounce your last name, but you helped me get here today, man. Bria Fowler, Cameron Turong, Judith McGee, Judith. Let's go. If you knew, you'd know. If you know, you know.
You know.
I don't want to get into that story. It's going to take way too long. Connor McKinney, Gwendolyn Cameron, Rayan Hamilton, Mackenzie Austin, Omar Person, Dylan Todd, Baylor Best, Lexi Garcia. Sounds like a porn name. James Norton, Kylie Solis. Lexi is not a porn star. Do not look up her name on Pornhub.com. We do not have a sponsorship with them. Just don't do it. Kylie Solis, Ronan Chavez, Navia Richard, Ahmed Copeland, Dana Vance, Case and Hearing. Who could forget Case and Hearing? Denver Hale, Dallery Walter, Washlin Bravo, Amora Kruger, Jones Fields, Annie Lane, Mateus Washington, Valerie Miles, Jared Douglas, Anaya LeBlanc, Braden Reed, Michaela Richards, Holden Heath, Amani Pelico, Eric Savage, Luis Pennington, Bobby Micus, Adley Carpenter, Jeremy Armstrong, Presley Snow, Houston Hammond, Holly Owen, Cannon Shepard. Cannon, you got a cool name, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you more than you can know. It's not even a nickname. Check his birth certificate. It says that right there. Catalina Dion, Nasir Mack, Nadia Estrada, Phoenix Rose, Magnolia Whitaker, Keith Stanley, Gracelyn Thomas, Logan Wall, Jada Persons, Gunnar Lane, Amy Kelly, Eric Salgado, Evelyn Glenn, Zaid Cannon, Noah DeJesus.
Jesus, let's go, baby!
No. Rio Newman, Oakland McKee, Bourne Peterson, Fernanda Kramer, Kaylin Roy, Savannah De La Cruz, Memphis Patterson, Kaylee Alvarez, Xavier Adams, Stella Dawson. Where would I have been without Iker Pham, Raylan Norton, Kaylin Episona? I can't pronounce your name, man.
We barely even know them, to be honest.
They're there, but you guys, what most players don't see on the outside looking in is that it takes an army, you know? It really takes an army just to win a mat in a raffle.
Like, you see a few Goo Gaming members, but what you don't see is our army of people that help us build our decks. There's at least 300 or 400 just pitching ideas at any given time.
We haven't even gotten to the 300 or 400 that helped me put this together today. Such incredible people as Raylan Norton, Kaylin Esponza, Bailey Roman, Kian Chung, Revka Cherry, Rome Weiss, Lennox Laura, Caden Corvoda, Florence Hale. Florence, I mean, like 75% of this list came from Florence.
Dang. Those other 300 only had 25%, dog. That's crazy.
Again, Army. Takes an army.
Florence is cracked.
Right. Ezekiel Huffman, man. Haley Pruitt, Gatlin Dixon, Blakely Grimes, Harlan Stevens, Millie Schwartz, Edwin Hall, Leah Owen, Cannon Small. We've got 2 people on this team named Cannon, at least. And both of them are great deck builders. Really help coach. You can subscribe to their YouTubes through Goo Gaming, of course.
Yeah, we'll link it.
Zaria Wade, Jake Fritzer, Octavia Lynn, Connor Fan, Elsa Allen, Carter Newman, Oakland Rena, Reginald Monroe, Reggie, my boy Reggie, Carla Whitehead, Zada Sodders, Meadow Ellison, Kai Glenn, Blair Robbins, the incredible Finnegan Connor, incredible dude, Alondra Hull, Salem Marin, Celia Murphy, Cameron Roberts, Paisley Park, Daxton Cox, Sadie Norton. Excuse me for a second. I've been trying to recover from a sinus infection, so
understandable.
Yeah, it's a lot of talking. The more names I give, I don't want to start coughing in the middle of this. Sadie Norton, Callan McMahon, Belly Paul, Noelle Stephenson, Khaleesi Chase. She's younger. Her parents were big fans of Game of Thrones. We got a shout out to Old Spice. Smelling good is important. It's in the policy docs. Otis Varel, Jaslyn Pollard, Jad Noes, Maya Owen, Cannon Conley, Salem Rhodes, Titus Walker, Hazel Nuez, Caden Solomon, Malaya Boyer, Zeke Robbins, Stevie Norman, Stevie. Can't forget you, man.
I honestly owe my last YCS top to Stevie. I'm not gonna lie. He told me to play one of my side deck cards. What was it? Dark Lord? Maybe Dark Lord. Dude's insane.
It's a weird choice for sure. Yeah. Most people probably wouldn't make it, especially in this format. But
Stevie,
visionary. Stevie, Stevie Norman promised. And when Stevie Norman has intuition, he's usually right. Azalea Allison, Chelsea Wagner, Enzo Barron, Anaya Estred, Phoenix Villa, Joanna Caldwell, Raylan Chambers, Michaela Wall, Isaac Howell, McKenna Barber, Solomon Chase, Angie Salinas, Edgar Barges, Timothy Moses, Carter Morello, Lance Melendez, Bethany Christian, Ledger Steele, Riley Cook, Ezekiel Harris, Penelope Day, Kaysen Rowland, Harley Valentine, Demetrius Kerr, Bailey Eaton, Leighton Rosario, Louisa Kirby. Excuse me. Wasn't joking about that. Cough though.
It'll do it. Like all this shout out, all this love that you're giving out.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I was playing him round 6. I was coughing constantly and always drinking from my water. I do need to pay for this, by the way. I did just take it out.
We'll make it happen.
Okay. Bailey Eaton, Leighton Rosario, Louisa Kirby. I already named them. I'm sorry, guys. Tony Kristen, Anaya Merritt, Colton Roas, Jolie Persons, Moses Ryan, Morgan McFarlane, Dana Speraza, Ramona McKinney, Romeo Booth, Zariah Archer, Ephraim Nicholson, Justice Orr, Benecito Gilbert, a deck profile, dude.
Have you even shouted?
We're doing our shout-outs. Shout out to Steve. He was the one who actually gave me these sleeves this morning. Pretty nice sleeves. I like them a lot.
Shouting out your Patreon supporters, I'm not gonna lie.
OnlyFans subscribers.
Benecito Gilbert,
Yeah.
Jocelyn Torres, Jaden Dennis. We should have done your Patreon, like the entire subscription list instead of this. But
all of their names will be in the description, by the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we will copy and paste this in the description. Maisie O'Connell, Giovanni Garrett, Tessa Salgado, Trace Marshall, Adeline Magondo, Javier Hurley, Rylan Harper, Hayes Chamber, Michaela Waller, Marley Haley, Adeline Clayton, Boston McCarty, Halo Palmer, Theo Hahn.
Theo Hahn, baby. Shout out.
Theo's a good dude. Fallon Rosales, excuse me. Sorry, some of the Spanish names are harder for me. Wilder Briggs, Elia Cook, Ezekiel Leonard, Demi Larson, Raphael Pitts, Nala Nolan, Maximo Murphy, Bella Lyons, Cyrus Odom, of course, Liliana Tran, Baxton Ingram, Katie Roberts, Josiah Cameron, Julie Bell, Emmett Kelly, Ruby Browning, Rohan Humphrey, Journey Waller, Marley Terrell, Paitlin Giuseppe, Forrest Esperanza, Romana Henry, Carlos Wilkinson, of course, Sienna Wiley, Matthew Chen, Valerie Waters, Maximilian Robles, Felicity Stark, Christopher Pierce, Annabelle Bruce, Uriah Nava, Stout Dixon, Camden Sparks, Ashaya Graves, Caesar Everett, Noah Gallegos, Jonah Stewart, Maya Peralta, Dangelo Aguirre, Araya Vasquez, Sullivan Lamb, Karina David, Ansel Hart, Gemma Tyler, Emmett Olson, Oakland Myers, Adam Douglas, Hyana Hyun, Leighton Berry, Waverly Rose,
Of course.
Israel Page, Catalina Alvarado, Andre Matthews, Lila Barrett, Angelo Garrison, Cadence Foley, Muhammad Lester, Avery Carey, Watson George, Adlin Walsh, Bodie Cano, Egypt Gonzalez, Baden Newman, Oakland Harmon, Roberto Ryan, Morgan Bentley, Adeline Ingram, Trip Tran, Judison Curry, Addison Farmer, Jamison Proctor, Chandler Salas, Zayden Lucero, Illa Love, Jeffrey Herrera, Zimna Douglas, Derek Matta, Lily Ramsey, Luciano Morrison, Rebecca Ross.
Wait,
Where would we be without Wesley Cruz?
and if I'm not wrong, Wesley Cruz that's the last of the guys that helped you build the deck, right?
No, not even close.
Really? Wait, is that
another-
just the main? Is that just the main deck?
I mean, maybe one card in the side at this point. Maybe just one. I'm
That's
not
fair.
really sure.
That's fair.
How far are we? I'm going to give about 10 more shout-outs, and then we'll get into the deck profile, something like that.
We're not into the deck profile.
Lily Ramsey, Luciana Morrison, Rebecca Ross, Wesley Cruz, Claire Turner, Joshua Kramer, Hannah Bush, Tyson Davis, Mia Chow, Carrie Schneider, Delaney Harding, Brody O'Brien, Jonah Patrick, Derek Ferguson, Juliana Miles, and Jared Evans. I do also want to have a big shout out, first off, to the store here, CM Games Cedar Bluff.
CM's the GOAT. Let's be honest.
I love this locals.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites for sure. Also want to shout out 1000randomnames.com and helping me compile this list of names to waste your time with. So without further ado, let's get into the deck profile.
The raffle winning deck profile, baby.
Raffle
Let's
winning
go.
deck profile. All right. Oh yeah, thank you. I was about to come. All right. First card that we got, 2 copies of Blazing Cartasia, the Virtuous. She has a quick effect polymerization effect, and she's pretty good. New card, I've been liking it a lot. Guiding Quim, the Virtuous. I am just now realizing she's a tuner. Didn't come up in our tournament to play today because I played no synchros. But she has 1500 attack and defense, which is relevant in that some monsters require you to send monsters with equal attack and defense.
That's fair. Fair.
3 of our boy, he's an edgelord. He's doing his best. If Yu-Gi-Oh created Shadow the Hedgehog incarnate in a card, it would be this man. It's Fallen of Albaz. It's not a name, it's a title. He's a good boy. We drew him plenty. Normal summoned him, fusion summoned with him. I feel like you need to play a copy at least for the fusion card that you play in the deck, but it's pretty good. Springen's Kit, I never did the combo, but it came up. It was helpful to have. Albion the Shrouded Dragon. I'm told this is the transformed version of our edgy boy here. I don't read the lore as much as I need to, but I think it's pretty cool.
He is pretty cool.
Mercurier, Tri-Brigade Mercurier. It's not a Fallen of Albaz monster, but it does mention him. That comes up a lot in his text, several times, in fact.
Mercurier is very good. He searches.
Oh, absolutely. 1 copy of Despian Tragedy. Really how my round 6 went was this part right here. This one word
Tragic.
sums up my whole round 6. Ad libitum. I'm a big fan of ad lib and just kind of going with what I feel like saying at the time. It's really how I get through deck profiles.
Shout out the Mike at regionals, baby. Shout out the Mike.
We got 3 copy of Alibur, Jester of Despia. He is not nearly as funny as his name would recommend, but he does search all of our branded spells, which is nice.
He does not get ashed.
Absolutely.
Nope.
He gets imperm.
That's fair.
I'm playing my boy, the one and only Mago. Portuguese LDB first, my boy. I'm also I'm playing 1 copy of the format's most popular monster, Gimmick Puppet Nightmare.
Understandable.
I don't see why anyone thinks that this card is a problem. It just sounds like a lot of people have skill issues, frankly.
That's what I was thinking, to be honest.
Just draw the out. Like, Sornier exists. Speaking of Sornier existing, he exists right here at 1 in the deck. I'm also playing the Bestial Lubellion. He's pretty good. Do you want to keep this going, or do you want to?
We're here for the tournament.
Okay, cool.
That's fine.
2 copies of Ash. You really don't want to. If you draw 1, you still have another for cross out. 3 feels like too many though. It's kind of cloggy. 3 copies of Brain Fusion. Branded Fusion. This card says fusion summon 1 fusion monsters that mentions Fallen of Albaz as material from your extra deck, using 2 monsters from your hand, deck, or field as fusion materials. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except for fusion monsters the turn you activate this card. You can only activate 1 branded fusion per turn. And that's pretty much what the card says. That's what it does, at least.
So you can't link summon when you use it.
No,
that's
you
for
can't.
sure. That's for sure.
I mean, unless you want to cheat, but I can't recommend cheating.
Yeah, I can't recommend it either.
No one should cheat.
We have to
Cheating's
DQ you
bad.
for cheating.
Absolutely. 3 branded opening. I saw that card a lot more in my opening hand. I almost never drew it, but I saw it in my opening 5 plenty of times, so that was nice.
You don't ash it either.
Nope.
No.
Branded in red.
Good card. Enough said.
Branded in high spirits. There's supposed to be like a Nadir Servant combo with this. I don't know. I never drew it. Never made it happen. I used this more times than Nadir Servant, though, and it was pretty good. But speaking of Nadir Servant, I played 1 copy of Branded Lost. It was like one of the best cards in the deck, absolutely. I played 3 Nadir Servant. This card does mention Fallen of Albaz, but all the Fallen of Albaz cards search for monsters specifically, so you can't search for this.
Unfortunate.
It is. 3 fusion deployments specifically out of the most recent Cyber Dragon structure deck. I have 2 Ultras, but I don't have a 3rd.
They gotta be matching. They gotta be matching.
Yeah, I like my spells all being super, except for the Nadir Servant, but, you know. Maybe the Megatins this year will give us some more ultra-rare copies of our main deck monsters. I played 3 crossout designators. This one has a little bit of a weird scratch right here. I don't know if you can get that on the camera.
Yeah, we see it.
I don't know what happened. Like, I mean, I bought these back when they were like $80 a piece when they first dropped. That was a mistake. Don't do that. Pre-sales are lies. Just wait. It won't go up more than pre-sale. I'll tell you that much ever. We didn't just play the regular polymerization. We played the super polymerization.
The only way to play.
I hate this card. I have hated it for a long time. Ever since Elemental Heroes came out. I was very sad when they brought this card from banned to 3 again.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you want to... Why be good when you can win? So just play good cards. I also played 1 Called by the Grave because Ash just says you don't get to play this game, which is unfortunate. I also played 1 copy of Imperm. When you play 1 copy, it's more drawable than at 3, so I saw this card a lot more than I ever should have. And 1 Branded Retribution. So that rounds out the main deck. Of course,
trap lineup.
Yeah, the trap lineup's fine. You can definitely tell that I'm not playing Labyrinth this format, namely by the number of normal spells I'm playing. But you want to do side deck or extra deck first?
Let's go into extra deck.
Okay, extra deck's cool. I got a quick shout out to whoever's texting me. But I got these nice regional judge sleeves. Highly recommend that you guys, if you are a registered judge, go apply to judge. So you can be the miracle that lets us keep doing awesome events and regionals. But anyway, I got this pack, I think, for judging a Greenville Regionals a couple months ago. But anyway, going into this, I realized that I have not actually organized this at all, so we're just going to kind of go for it.
It's fine.
I'm playing 2 copies of Albion. I don't feel like if you're watching this, you need an explanation.
Nah.
Lubellion, 1 copy. I like 2. I feel like 2 would have probably come up because I like in the grind game. I like putting stuff back, and I ran out of resources because I'm not very good at YuGiOh a lot. But you know that happens. 2 copies of Mirror Jade. You mainly play this card to send Albion from your extra deck to the graveyard. basically all it does for you. It doesn't have anything else that's relevant. Springe, the Iron Dash Dragon. This card's great because it means that you have to write out the full name of Sprite Springe on a deck list. Otherwise, you will probably get a game loss. It's really good at giving out game losses for that particular reason. One Albion, the Sanctifier Dragon, so we can gimmick lock it, or give our opponent a puppet. Opponents don't like having puppets.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
One copy of Renbrum, the Striking Dragon. I really like this card because Kit's wearing sunglasses in it, and like she's so cool, dude. Like the art is great on this card. The effect's alright too, I guess, but like
That's not what really matters in Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's be
bro,
honest.
you play the art.
Yeah.
Gringwingoil, the Dusk Dragon. I played one copy. I'd have loved to have two. This card's really good. I'm gonna just say like this card's really good for every card from this point forward, so I don't have to explain it. I did learn one kind of cool thing about this card though, and apparently the Dark Exceed Rebellion Dragon is the thing that inspired the art for this card and its wings, because it's got like the stained glass wings, kind of like.
That's very cool. I'd never noticed that.
Just like a neat Yu-Gi-Oh fact. Anyway, I played Despian Quertus. This card is really good. Anyway, I played Guardian Chimera. This card is really good.
Yeah, I hate that card. I play Kashtira.
I like this card a lot. It's really good.
The card's very good.
I played one copy of Red Eye's Dark Dragoon.
That card's pretty good too.
It really helps when you're playing Mag in the main deck to be able to put this card in. So it gives you a valid way to summon the Dark Magician off of Fusion Deployment, which it doesn't come up, but you can do it. I played this card right here. It's pretty good. I played this card right here. It's pretty good.
Enough said.
And I played this card right here. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that card is scary.
Absolutely. All right, moving on to the side deck.
Side deck.
I played one, count 'em two, count 'em three copies of Vistial Magnamut. It's pretty good. One copy of Druisworm. I thought about playing 2 and 2, but the search is pretty good.
Search is pretty good.
Absolutely. I played one copy of Jinzo. I never sided it because I never played against trap decks, but in theory it's pretty good. This was kind of my wild tech choice of the day, and most people didn't believe Mystical Space Typhoon instead of Cosmic Cyclones.
Kind of crazy.
The logic was kind of weird, I'll give it that. It was kind of a copium situation, but I had a belief and a dream that I'd be playing against Super Heavy Samurai, and they would side in a Floodgate against me, thinking that I would Cosmic the Floodgate to keep it out of their graveyard. But no, I just hit them with the Mystical Space Typhoon, and then they can't play.
That's fair. That's very fair.
The dream never came up. I also felt like it was not as, or it's pretty good against Kashtira, because like they can add back Rebirth from Banish off of Theosis, so like this kind of made some sense to me at that point, but it's kind of niche, kind of copium. It's probably better to play Cosmic. Don't play this. More cards I didn't side into this weekend. 3 Dark Ruler, no more. I don't have the money to get the ones that say the F instead of the E.
Understandable.
Didn't side it. I don't know. I lost a lot of game ones. I played Harpy's Feather Duster. Didn't play Backrow decks. Didn't side it. And then my last card that I played in the side deck is 3 copies of There Can Be Only Fun.
That is a very fun card.
Absolutely.
It's a very fun card. Well.
Anyway, that's my deck profile.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being quick, concise, and to the point. And hopefully we'll see you at the next one. See you at Greenville.
Sounds good. See you in Greenville in a week.
Peace.